Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Real time, real time, real time, real time, real time, real time, Prince Blue. Real time, real time, real time, real time, real time, real time, Prince Blue. Talk that, talk that, talk that, talk that, coach, coach, talk that, talk that, talk that, coach, coach, talking entertainment, talking entertainment. Look, we are not the same as you, not the same. Look, we don't need a thing, just you need a thing. Just make sure the gang come through.
Hey, what is going on, everybody? What is up? It is Real Time with Prince Blue. I am your host, Dr. Prince Blue, and I hope everybody's doing good, doing well. It kind of shook me a little bit because I came up here to do early prep, and it said no internet. So I'm like, what do you mean no internet? Bill is paid, lights are on. What do you mean no internet? So I'm going around checking everything. Boom, restart the computer, internet, crisis aborted. We are here because I definitely want to be here for this show because this is going to be my last show before me and my family are out of here. We're going to Jamaica. We're going to have a great time. So I want to flush all this out and not worry about nothing else but enjoying my family and enjoying life because life is short and we need to enjoy it. But before I go, I want to make sure that I address three individuals in particular. That will be Dr. Umar, Joey Swoll, and Cheyenne Bryant, aka quotation marks Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. And well, let's just get into it because I don't want to waste no time because I got a lot of videos here and I want to be able to break them all down. So the first one we got is Dr. Umar. Y'all know who Dr. Umar is, the Prince of Pan-Africanism, the Prince of Panhandling, the Prince of Grift, the Prince of Make-Believe Schools, the Prince of Have Multiple Wives, but he has no wives, the Prince of Anti-Snow Bunny, the Prince of some of the most ridiculous takes that I have ever heard, the Prince of Black Supremacy, the Prince, he's the Prince of a lot of things. But this week, what he's really become the Prince of is the Prince of Griff. Let's take a listen.
With that being said, brothers and sisters, Dr. Umar has access to no money right now because my personal account contains all of my money. I only send it to Apple Pay and PayPal as necessary. So the Prince of Pan-Africanism, for the first time in my life, is without any digital currency. So for my loyal supporters out there, if you can spare a few dollars so I can take care of Queen Mother Ifatunde and myself.
Wait a minute,
until
hold
my bank.
on. Why is Umar not the big box? Umar, why are you not the big box? I need you to be the big box, Umar. Hold on.
Account is frozen or canceled so I can get my money back and open up a new account, please hit my Apple Pay or hit my PayPal. My personal PayPal account is Umar the Psychologist at yahoo.com.
Hold on.
So that's
Hold
PayPal.
on, I don't know
With that
why he is not the big box like AJ does it. I am dragging myself to Umar. I wonder why it's not working. Okay, there we go. There. AJ, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate you so much. Okay, let's play this again.
Being said, brothers and sisters, Dr. Umar has access to no money right now.
Why is that my problem, that you have no access to money? You're a doctor. You're a psychologist. I don't know. Maybe go get a job. Maybe use the degree in which you went to school for and get you some money. Why does it matter? Why should I care that your finances are low?
Because my personal account contains all of my money. I only send it to Apple Pay and PayPal as necessary.
Red flag. Apple Pay, PayPal. You, sir, have a brand. You are a business within yourself and you get paid by PayPal and Apple Pay? Okay, great.
So the Prince of Pan-Africanism, for the first time in my life, is without any digital currency.
The first time in your life you are without digital currency, and the first thing you thought of was, after you came from a expensive trip to South Africa, was to get on your phone and beg people in the economy that's trying to rebound from the current administration. So your first thing was to get on air and grift and panhandle for money from everyday working people who got more shit to do than to fund your uh Queen Afatume or whatever the hell her name is.
So for my loyal supporters out there, if you can spare a few dollars,
no,
so I can take care of Queen Mother Ifatunde and myself.
You know what real men do? I'm not even gonna say real black men, just real men in general. They go get it. They go after it. They go make money. They don't sit on the internet and beg. They go to make sure they have money to take care of their queen. And first of all, you shouldn't be labeling anybody a queen with no money. I never knew a queen that was with a broke king. That's just me though.
Until my bank account is frozen or canceled so I can get my money back and open up a new account, please hit my Apple Pay or hit my PayPal.
I guarantee you he got money. I guarantee you he has money somewhere. Somebody like him does not just go without money. He doesn't want to dip into that emergency money. So he could just get online and pander to black women because that's the majority of his fan base is black women. And they're going to feel sorry for the Prince of Pan-Africanism and they're going to send him money.
My personal PayPal account is Umar the Psychologist at yahoo.com. So that's paypal.me/Umar the Psychologist. PayPal.me/Umar the Psychologist. PayPal.me/UMARTHEPSYCHO.
UNITY. Man, nobody gives a shit. You can spell it out. You didn't have enough time to have the graphic ready, to have your name up there ready, so people can send you their hard-earned money. Dr. Umar.
LOGIST. PayPal.me/Umar the Psychologist, or hit my Apple Pay using my cell number 215-989-9858. 215-989-9858. I've never asked the people for $1. I have never asked the people for $1 in my life. I have never asked the people for $1 in my.
Okay, I want to get to why he repeats himself 3 times. He has said it in the past that he does it in case people are not listening, and if you do it 3 times, it'll sink in by the 3rd time. And also, if somebody's just tuning in on him and they miss what he said, if he says it 3 times, they'll get it. So that's why he says it 3 times.
My life, I've only asked you to donate to the FDMG Academy for Boys. I don't have any sons. I have 2 daughters. So the FDMG campaign is a selfless project, mission, and service to provide our boys with the education that they deserve.
Where's the school, Umar? You've been building this school for over 10 years. Where's this school? These boys, these young men, they would have graduated by now if you would have built the damn school. Where's the school, Umar? Where's the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy for Wayward Boys, Wayward Souls, whatever the hell it is you want to call it? No paint on the bitch. Like, where is it? Is it brick and mortar? Is it online? Is it classes? Like, what is it? I told myself I wasn't going to yell, and I feel myself about to start yelling. It's because I'm so frustrated because you, sir, went to school. You have a doctorate. I looked it up. You have a doctorate. I saw your dissertation. You have the credentials to really get out here and do good, and you choose to do this. You have become a caricature. Mr. Why do you need the white man's paperwork? You went and got these white man papers and these white man's degrees, and you're on the internet being a total and complete clown.
But right now, I don't have any money because my account was frozen by my bank because someone has been trying to hack into my account, hack into FDMG Academy account. So the FDMG Academy account is frozen. My personal account is also frozen. That means we're going to lapse on our utility.
Normally banks don't freeze. The 3-letter agencies freeze accounts. But if the bank does, quote unquote, freeze your account, this is what you do. Hello, bank? Yes, I noticed you frozen my account. Yes, we noticed some weird activity on your account, Mr. Blue. Well, how can I rectify this? Okay, can you verify the last 3 purchases? Okay, I went to Chick-fil-A, I went to the grocery store, and I bought some action figures from the mall. Okay, thank you, Mr. Blue. We're unlocking your account right now. Have a good day. That's what happens when the bank, quote unquote, freezes your account. When your account is frozen, you can't get it back. That's 3-letter territory. FBI, IRS, pick one. CIA, FBA, FDA, FCCA. I don't care who won. Those are the letter peoples. Okay? Play with somebody else. Don't play with me.
Utility bills. We're going to lapse on our internet bill. We're going to lapse on a lot of our bills at FDMG.
Why do you need?
The bank
Why
is
do
not
those?
giving me a
Why do those
timeline
kids
as to
need
when the
internet if
situation
the
is going to
school
be
isn't
resolved.
built?
If I don't have Cash App, nor does FDMG have Cash App. I do not have a Cash App. I only have Apple Pay and PayPal. If you can spare a few dollars, send it to my Apple Pay, 215-989-9858, 215-989-9858, or my PayPal, paypal.me/Umar the Psychologist. Although Leo season is off to a rocky start,
Leo season is off to a rocky start. So in the midst of you being destitute, broke, and panhandling, you decided to make a cute little joke about Leo season. I didn't think Africans believed in a horoscope.
Although Leo season is off to a rocky start, brothers and sisters,
What are you looking at over there?
We will overcome. Shout out to all my donors. Newark, New Jersey, I'ma see you. Nat Turner, I'ma see you. Mobile, Alabama, I'ma see you. New Orleans, Louisiana, Hurricane Katrina, I'ma see you.
Those sound like paying gigs. Why don't you wait till you get there, get your check, and then do it that way instead of begging your followers?
Kenya, January, I'ma see you. FDMG is coming. We just got to lay down on floors, brothers and sisters.
FDMG is coming. We just got to lay down those floors. Okay, let me get rid of Umar. Okay, this is what happens. This is why I'm so frustrated with people like Umar. You keep dangling this school in front of your donors and your supporters while in the midst you're begging them for personal money. Where's the school, Umar? Where is the school? Dr. Umar, this is my problem. You are a person that went to school, got all those degrees, all that education, and you chose to use it to become what you have become. I have no problem with you getting it back. If you want to go to podcasts and get paid for your appearance, that's fine. Get that back. They're paying you for your appearance. They're paying you for your experience. They're paying you for your they're paying for your appearance. I get that. Boom. But when you're on these shows and you're telling black men that they need to step up for black women, when you're not even stepping up for the black women in your household, I have a problem with that. When you have the shit that you have in your background and you're out here trying to preach to other people, I have a problem with that. No, we're not perfect. No, yes, and yes, we're all flawed. But you know what a real human being, a person that's on the up and up will do? He will not be out here giving advice or telling people to do things that he or she cannot do themselves. And that's what you're doing. You're talking about why black men are not marrying black women. You haven't married a black woman. You're talking about men not going back, not being in the homes and not taking care of their children. You are not taking care of your children. Mr. You should have 2 wives, 3 wives, 4 wives, and all this stuff. You are the prince of degeneracy. I'm gonna call it like I see it. Yes, we can get on the stage up to each other, and you can use big words, and you can point, and you can do this, and you can show up with all your African garbs on, and you can get black women saying, "Yeah, that's right, Umar. Umar defends us." So, Prince, you don't know what you're talking about. Excuse me, Dr. Prince Blue, you don't know what you're talking about. No. Because the one thing about it is, just like you, nobody can take away what I've accomplished either. And unlike you, I am using my doctorate and what I've earned to push it forward. You are not doing that. You have a doctorate in child psychology. You was gonna start a school, I guess that's child psychology, but there's no school for over a decade. For over a decade, Umar. What are we waiting on, Umar? What are we waiting on? I'm trying to figure out who was it? Correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but it was a guy in was it Georgia? He literally started a school with sticks and stones with like limited funding, and he did it the old-fashioned way. Matter of fact, let me look this brother up real quick. Let me see. Georgia school. Let me look it up real quick. Let's see. Here it is. Where is he? I can't find him right now, but there was a man in Georgia. He started a school. Literally, he did. Here it is. Here it is. I found him. Here it is. Thank God. His name is King Randall. He was 24. He's 24 now, but he was only 21 years old when he created a youth organization called the X for Boys and opened a school in Albany, Georgia, to help young boys in the community reach their full potential. Umar, he was 21 years old when he started it. He's 24 now. The school is cooking. What's your deal, Umar? What's your deal right here? He initially funded the organization operations solely out of his pocket, but eventually he started raising money to fund more programs. Ever since he started the organization, he really wanted to establish a school, and then that's when he started the New Life Preparatory School for Boys. Like Umar, he was 21 years old. You're in your 40s, dog. Like, what are you doing? Besides begging around here and sleeping and snorting and doing whatever else. Listen, I'm just saying, if it walked like an addict, it talked like an addict, it smelled like an addict, it looked like an addict to me. Because you can't answer me where none of that money is going. And but he don't have to say shit. When you asking for donations, you damn sure better let people know where that money is going. So I'm gonna get back to Umar. Let's get to Cheyenne Bryant, aka they call her, they say she's a doctor. Let me show you Dr. Cheyenne Bryant in one of her doctorates.
I want y'all to give a hand to the next honorary doctoral recipient, Cheyenne Bryant.
Did y'all hear that? Honorary. You know who else has an honorary doctorate? Diddy, Fat Joe. Diddy and Fat Joe have an honorary doctorate. But these are the people that you're propping up as influencers and people that you're giving prominent voices to in the community. These are narcissistic, pathological, sociological liars. I'm going to read you again Cheyenne Bryant's own bio. Dr. Bryant is a 10-year seasoned renowned life coach with a master's degree. How are you a doctor and the next thing in your thing is you have a master's degree? If I had a bio right now, it'll say Prince Blue has a doctor's degree from blank. You couldn't wait to get these 3 honorary degrees so you can, I guess, validate your doctorate. You don't have one, ma'am. You have a master's degree. But Prince, why do you care? Because you know why? Because when I did the shit that I did to get my doctorate, the long nights, the not knowing how I'm gonna get how I'm gonna get my data, trying to get data from people, trying to go from door to door, trying to send out emails, trying to make connections, studying and coming up with formulas and all that type of stuff. When I do that and I watch other people who have came in with me and who have dropped, who is not doing it, now have issues mentally because of how draining receiving a doctorate is. This stuff like this pisses me off. Why didn't I just go around and just call myself doctor before I earned it? It's not about jealousy. It's about being truthful, being genuine. When you earn a doctorate, it gives you a certain cachet. It gives you a certain credibility in that field that lets people know that yes, I am a subject matter expert in this field. Do I know everything? Absolutely not. But I have earned the right to have those letters before my name or after this, because it just depends on whatever degree you have. You're sitting up here on TV, on radio, on anything that people can give you a platform for, and you don't even have the credentials to do it. All these damn life coaches and things that come out of nowhere and think that that everything that they say is just getting sopped up. And if you really listen to it, it's surface level stuff. They talk calmly, they talk in a matter of fact way, sometimes a condescending tone, they use a couple big words, and it rings true to the low vibrational. So it's like, oh yeah, she does make sense. I love that. I love that for you. And just to let you know how when two phonies get in the same arena together, this how you know that they're all a part of the same club, and and bullshit can recognize bullshit. Listen to Dr. Umar talk about Cheyenne Bryant and listen to how she responds to it.
I want to go back to the good Dr. Umar Johnson was saying.
I believe that Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is quite possibly the same personality type as Nick Cannon and Cam Newton. I believe that all three of you are serial monogamous.
Serial monogamous. No, they're a bunch of horny toads that are making broken homes, that are making fatherless homes, and they're laying up with a bunch of women with not enough self-respect to understand that their child needs a father, but they're just seeing a paycheck. There's no such thing as a serial monogamer. Either you're monogamous or you're not. That's just called a horny ass dog. That's not a serial monogamous. But again, a big word. He has the big dookie chain on, so he sounds like he knows what the hell he's talking about.
With narcissistic tendencies.
So to address the first question, which was, do I believe that I have some narcissistic traits in my low functioning behavior? Absolutely.
She's 41 years old, y'all. Never been married, been engaged like 3 or 4 times. She's in a current relationship with a man that's been off and on for 5 years. And here she is up here talking about, yes, I do have narcissistic tendency. Absolutely.
For me to be able to emasculate that man, and he's just loving on me, he's never disempowered me. This man wasn't cheating or beating on me. He was there.
First of all, that's not a man. No man will allow you to demasculate him and still stay with you. You can't spell masculinity without masculine. But again, she's a doctor in quotation marks. She's a doctor, right? You know, she's talking calm. You know, she's a light bright. She has herself together. You know, she's attractive. So she must really know what she's talking about. But sometimes the messenger sometimes the message needs to go out with the messenger.
Here all day.
Do you struggle with the same things that I struggle with? Self-importance.
Nick, you know what? I'm not going to get on it because everybody has insecurities, and we can't just say because Nick Cannon's a millionaire, he has kids by Mariah Carey, or, you know, he has all the success that he shouldn't have nothing to be insecure about, because that's not true. Even your elite of the world have some insecurities about them. So I'm not going to hold him to that.
Not at this level. Do I have a high level of self-love and high and
Self-love, that's another phrase I get sick and tired of. Self-love. That's just you saying, I'm gonna love myself so much that I'm not gonna lean into that. I'm absolutely miserable as fuck.
Self-value, yes. Can my confidence be on steroids sometimes because that's the way I inspire me? Yeah. Does my self-talk show up externally sometimes? Yeah. Is my self-talk narcissistic? Abso-fucking-lutely.
She's a therapist, y'all. Absolutely. She's a life coach. And this is the type of bird that some of you women are following. 41 years old, no husband to run home to, no kids to run home to. She's a high level for the streets. She was also on Love and Hip Hop. She was the life coach, a therapist on a teen pregnancy on MTV. Like, why would you? I get it, get the bag, but you're promoting teen pregnancy. You're promoting degeneracy. Masters Bryant. I'm not counting any of those honorary doctors. Show me the receipts. And I want to show you. I want to show you. You know how I researched Dr. Umar. I found his dissertation. I found the school he went to. I found all his paperwork. I found what he has to go on. The same thing you could do to me. If you search Dr. Prince Blue, you'll find my dissertation, you'll find the school I went to, and you'll find everything that you need. And also, let me show you how it is really done when it comes to you when you receive your doctorate in certain capacity, when you actually defend a dissertation.
That is accepted with some changes that need to be made. And we listened very carefully and we discussed whether those changes were relevant to you. I want you to look me in the face right now. I want you to remember this for the rest of your life. Not everything goes as planned. Not everything is perfect. And Scylla will tell you that Anton Scalia said something very important. Nobody writes perfectly, not even him. That refers to Scylla as well. So I'm looking at you and I want you to remember, I'm looking right in your eyes right now. And I hope you hear what I say loud and clear, because I don't want you to be disappointed. Congratulations, there were no revisions needed. You are one of us. We are now equals. I am proud of you. I am proud of your journey, and I'm emotional right now for you. I can tell you that you've done a job superior to most others. Thank you for being the man that you are. Thank you for the journey. The most important day I ever had, the most enjoyable day I ever had.
That was a 10-year culmination of blood, sweat, and tears in academia. That was the day I defended my dissertation and I passed with no revisions. That means they didn't want to change a period, they didn't want to change a comma, they didn't want to question nothing that was going on in there. So I'm about to sit by and watch somebody like you, Cheyenne Bryant, make a mockery of the hard work that myself, even a Umar, and others have done in academia because you want to be a social media influencer. Are you kidding me? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. So all you fake doctors and stuff out there, all you people that just want to yell, you got to make up your mind. Either education matters or it doesn't. It's like when you can't do it, it doesn't matter. But when you can do it, then all of a sudden, it's no big deal. But you know what? I don't blame them all the way. I blame us because we don't hold these people accountable. We see somebody that look like us. We see representation. Yeah, sister girl. Yeah. Oh, Umar's for us. Umar's for us. They're not for you if they are lying to you. Yes, Umar is a real doctor. He has a doctorate in child psychology. He went to the Philadelphia school, I think it's osteopathic or something like that. Yes, and his dissertation is online. I looked it up, so I can't knock the man. He did what he had to do. But this one right here, Cheyenne Bryant, she did not. She started her doctorate in psychology at Argosy University. That is now that has since been shut down because they were doing financial fraud. So she didn't even finish, but she's leaning on that nobody can find it because the school no longer exists. But I'm here to tell you this: just because the school doesn't exist doesn't mean your dissertation. Where's your dissertation? Shit, I'll even take a capstone. Where is it? Where is it, Cheyenne? Where is it? For you to be out here and be calling yourself doctor. You know what? We just, and the fact that the fact that her and Umar going back and forth, that just makes it poetic justice. A bullshit going bullshit. A bullshit can spot bullshit a million miles away. You're two peas in the same damn pod. Just one speaks from his car and begs, and the other goes on podcasts, and people hold her up as this elite woman when she's really just elite and for the streets. That's it. We'll be back after this first commercial.
I know. You're probably wondering what's going on. Well, I'm here to tell you. It's me, Inked. And I need you guys to head on over to ajsrantroom.com and pick up your Trifecta merch. Yes, that's right. Trifecta merch is here. It is here for our Trifecta family to show their love and support and advertise for free. Well, not technically for free. You did pay for it. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Head on over to ajsrantroom.com and pick up your Trifecta merch. We're all inclusive. If Prince can wear it, so can you. Have a good one.
All right, Joey Swoll. Joey Swoll is in the news. For y'all don't know, Joey Swoll is a fitness influencer who has made his bones in calling out toxic gym culture. Black, white, short, tall, Asian, Hispanic, no matter who it is, he calls them out. Well, he's recently been under fire because after Hulk Hogan died, he shot a video. Well, he showed a video of him dressed up as Hulk Hogan and working out in the gym, showing respect to Hulk Hogan as one of his childhood heroes. Well, of course, woke culture, cancel culture, liberals, whatever you want to say, they didn't like that. Or people who've been kicked out of the gym didn't like that. And they approached him on a live stream, and this was his response.
Listen, I can post Hulk Hogan if I want to. Just because somebody makes a mistake in their life doesn't mean that they haven't done good things. I don't know what he did, and he said something 20 years ago and apologized for it.
That's where you first messed up, Joey. You said you don't know what he did. That you set yourself up for that because he didn't do it. But that's like saying I love R. Kelly's music. I don't know what he did. It doesn't matter. That's why you got to be careful. And no, Hulk Hogan didn't do anything on the level of R. Kelly. I'm just using that as an example. If you say that somebody did something, you might want to know what they did. So either you was being flippant, you knew, or you was being flippant and you didn't care, which is fine, or you really didn't know, which I highly doubt.
If you're going to attack me, you better go after the colored athletes and the people that are black and minority.
There it is. That's what got people pissed off when he said the colored athletes and the black people.
Went and posted him as well. Okay, the man was nice to me. He made a mistake. I'm not God. People make mistakes in life. If you got a problem with that, look at yourself. There's not one single person in here that hasn't made a mistake in their life. So
he cooked 99% of what he said. Not even I have no issues with that colored people shit. I don't care. People of color, colored people, NAACP. What are you going to do? They still call themselves National Advancement of Colored People. So what are you going to do? The only thing I had an issue with was when he said, I don't know what he did. He did something like 20 years ago, but he's apologized. Everybody make mistakes. Yes, but in context, some things you can't come back from. Now, again, what Hulk Hogan said, he came back from that a million times over. He never left. When I saw that video where Hulk Hogan said when it happened, I didn't feel no type of way. I was like, okay, that was Terry Bollea. Will you be at Raw, Hulk Hogan? Will you be at Raw? I don't care who you won't let your daughter date. All I know is I'm a Hulkamaniac. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Well, after that, all of that, they got at Joey. They got super mad at Joey. Then he felt the heat, cancel culture, woke culture, and then this was the apology in quotations mark that he stated.
I owe my followers, my community, and all of social media an apology. A few days ago, I reposted an old video of me in the gym wearing a Hulk Hogan Halloween costume on the day that he passed. Last night in my live stream, a lot of people expressed how upset and frustrated they were with me that I had posted that. Instead of listening and understanding like I should have, I became defensive and said that I was posting to celebrate the wrestling icon, the person that so many of us looked up to as kids that we grew up with.
That was it. That was it, Joey. Joey, you got all them big ass muscles and you can lift bench press a Buick, and you were scared of the blue hair mafia? The blue hair mafia. The blue hair mafia and the eyelash mafia. That's who you were scared of.
That made us tear our shirts and take our vitamins and say our prayers. I didn't know to the extent of all the horrible things that he had done.
Name them. What was the horrible things? He said he didn't want his daughter dating the N-word. Okay. Newsflash. A lot of people don't want their daughters dating N-words. Black included. All races. Yes. I don't want my daughter dating the N-word either. I want my daughter dating a good man. And if that good man happens to be black, I would prefer him to be a black man, not an N-word. See, those who are not ultra sensitive, we understand what he was trying to say. But Prince, it was with the hard ER. Yeah. So what? That's worse. That's worse than an N-word. I don't want my daughter dating an N-word with the ER. It's like picking the lesser of the two evils. So what? That's his daughter. That's their thing. And it was a private conversation that was recorded.
Since last night, I have done a lot of research, talked to a few people, and learned all.
What people did you talk to? Did you talk to his daughter, Brooke? Did you talk to Linda Hogan? Did you talk to Brutus the Barber Beefcake? Did you talk to The Undertaker? Did you talk to Ric Flair? Did you talk to the Ultimate Warrior? Who did you talk to, Joey, that made you totally erase that video and make this stupid ass apology?
All of the horrible, horrible things that man has done, which is way more than just making a mistake and being human. So
what were they? See, this was how I don't like. You throw out these generalizations, these loaded words with bombs, but you're not saying what was these awful things? What was these horrible things? What were they?
because of that, I have taken the videos down, and I apologize to anybody that I offended. I am sorry.
You're not sorry. You're worried about your brand. You meant when you made that video about Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan is right here behind me. Right there. Hulk Hogan is right there behind me. I will never stop displaying Hulk Hogan because I am a fan of Hulk Hogan. Hell, I'm a fan of Terry Bollea. Listen, what Terry Bollea did with his family and how he wanted his daughter to marry, that's Terry Bollea. Hulk Hogan entertained me as a child. Hulk Hogan entertained me as an adult up until his last dying breath. I don't care about none of that shit you talking about, the blue hair mafia talking about, the eyelash mafia talking about. I don't care because it's fake outrage.
Also, during last night's live stream, I used the word colored instead of saying person of color, which is a very outdated, very offensive term.
Tell the NAACP that is outdated. people of color. We had a person in the live stream tell us people of color, it's people of color over colored people because it speaks to their humanity. You people are weird. You people are unhinged, and I don't want you around me.
A few moments later, somebody educated me and told me that it wasn't okay to use that, which I immediately apologized to everyone and said I would never do that again. So once again, to anybody that I offended, I am sorry. You know, my whole page, my whole brand is based on holding people accountable.
Color
and
people,
doing
color
better.
people, color people,
I
color
would be
people.
a hypocrite if I didn't hold myself to the same standards. I am human. I am still growing. I am still learning. And I promise all of you, I will do better. I have nothing but love and kindness in my heart. I will continue to try to make the world a better place. And once again, to everybody, I apologize.
Thank you, Joey. Nobody gives a shit. And then after all that, after all that, this is what Joey posted about. This is what Joey posted about. Because he did that and he noticed that nobody gave a shit. Nobody cared about his apology. They still talked bad about him. They said that he was piece of shit. They said they didn't believe him. They said they didn't care. They said all this other stuff about Joey. And then this is what Joey said. This is what Joey Swoll. Where is it? This is what Joey Swoll said when it was time to quit social media. Allegedly. This is what he said when he quit social media. He says, and I quote, "All the good I've done, all the people I've helped, all for nothing. I truly hope all the people I've inspired do great things in their life and pay it forward to help others and carry on my message." Swoll wrote on X, "But no matter how much good you do, people just wait for a reason to hate you and tear you down. You either die a hero or live long enough to be the villain. Thank you for your support. I am done. Instead of listening and understanding like I should have, I became defensive and I am done. Thank you for your support. I am done." You literally let them bully you into quitting the internet. They won. They won, Joey. You can't come back from this. You're about to really see why woke and cancel culture, it doesn't benefit anybody. You go woke, you go broke. Let me advise you something, Joey. Your audience was never the people that was upset that you said colored. That wasn't your audience. Your audience were gym goers, were people who love the gym and love accountability. Those were your people. The people that hate you, Joey, and the people that pray for your downfall, they always hated you. This apology was not going to do anything for you. Joey, I am so disappointed in you and what you did. Like, I don't think you can ever come back from this. I don't. And then to quit social media, like, you went from having at least one testicle to none. All the content you've done, you should have moved on. Like, you shouldn't even address the color thing. You should have did just like Sydney Sweeney is doing with American Eagle right now. But you didn't do that. Like, that's crazy. Y'all got to stop giving into this woke culture, this cancel culture shit. I'm just sorry. Like, there's nothing these people can do that can really rattle you. What? They could call your job. Do you know how hard it is to get people to work now? So if people are calling your job, unless you're like have a manifesto to take people out, jobs don't care anymore. That was the past administration. That was the past times where people cared about quote unquote perception. Unless you're like a married CEO hugging your married HR manager, that's different. But if you're your own brand, that's up to you to know your audience. And Joey, you didn't know your audience. You apologized to the 0.0001% that really don't give a damn about you. Never did. And they was praying for your downfall, and you gave it to them. If you would have moved on, you would have kept that video up. The fact you took that video down, that was the worst part. Because it's like you really dressed up, did that workout, and put emphasis in that video to only take it down. Never meet your heroes. I've learned that a long time ago. Never meet your heroes, because you'll be disappointed. If you get behind people, pause, for what they are and what they do, you will be fine. Now, if it was Senator Terry Bollea, that's different. If it was Vice President Terry Bollea, that's different. Mayor Terry Bollea, that's different. These are people that are going to impact like your day-to-day. He was an entertainer. And I got news for you. Not Hulk Hogan. I'm not talking about you, Hulk. Rest in peace. A lot of entertainers are the worst human beings on earth. They're scum. But they entertain. But these are the influencers. I don't want an influencer that's going to bend the knee and ignore his real fan base for the 0.222%. That has nothing to do with you being human. That just means you're a business. That means you know that some of these people are unhinged and they just want blood. You did all that apology and nothing. It didn't work. I bet you hit that sin on that and thought you was gonna get some sympathy. People are like good riddance and people are disappointed. There's no in between. That's what happens when you bend the knee to the woke mob. That is exactly what happened. Cancel culture is trash and it's stupid, and you give it power when you allow them to cancel you. Nobody will cancel me except him, except God. That's the only person that can cancel me. Big Willie anime fan 0707 on Instagram can't cancel me. All right. We'll be back after this next message. All right, time to rapid fire. Let's break down some clips, shall we? This first clip is just take a look.
So I'm staying the night with my son, and he has a very sick sense of humor. He made a Trump bedroom for me. Notice Trump toilet paper, Trump mugshots. And he said, open the closet, open the closet. A life-size freaking, I don't even believe it.
Listen, you know what level of petty you have to be to troll your mom that bad? Like, she must have been talking cash, you know what, before the election. And he bypassed her birthing him, feeding him, clothing him, nurturing him, raising him to be the quote unquote the phenomenal kid that she probably thinks he is, and all this good stuff. And he said, you know what, I'm gonna make this weekend, I'm gonna make you feel this weekend because you talk so much. You know what about my president? Every time you close your eyes, you're gonna see him. When you wake up, you're gonna see him. You're gonna sleep in sheets. You're gonna sleep underneath Donald Trump. You're gonna wipe your ass with Donald Trump toilet paper. Which, in retrospect, that's kind of playing into mom's hands, because people always say, You know, when they don't like a document or something, they were like, I'll wipe my ass with that document. So you kind of played in mom's hand with that. She probably used a whole roll of toilet tissue. Just because she probably ate Taco Bell at 2 a.m. just so she could use that Donald Trump toilet paper and probably clogged the toilet up. So you failed at that. You gave her toilet paper of her mortal enemy, and now she could just wipe her ass with it. So, but everything else was genius, pure. I like it. Look what I got. I got Joe Biden bobblehead and I got a Trump bobblehead, and I make Joe point to him every single time, like this. So I get it. I know about trolling. I got my flag up. I got my American flag. I got my first responder flag. Everything that lets you know when you're walking up to my office, you're gonna know the type of person you're dealing with. So that's why if you want to bother me, you got to come up 3 flights of steps, walk past my first responder flag, my American flag, all my Make America Great stuff, and you got to come in here. By the time you get in here, you should already know what time I'm on. I'm on demon time. And so was that son. Shout out to that son, yo. That was that was good. The toilet tissue, a little off, but everything else was good. Now, let's get to Nene.
I said what I said.
All right. I found this video from Bean, and I just want to touch on it real quick. Pause.
If you're lazy, man, I don't want to talk to you. I won't deal with you. You're going to make me feel dumber. Or you're going to lower my level. I don't think so. You can go over there.
Shout out to Kobe, RIP. That's true, man. Like, you ever notice how people be like, man, you don't never invite me to do nothing. How come you ain't never tell me your plan? Why you ain't you start something, you start a business, or you start doing something, you start a degree, or whatever it is that you start doing, and then some people don't learn till later, and they be like, why didn't you tell me? Because you're probably that person that would have told that person it wasn't going to work. Why are you doing that? You don't need that. I love that for you. Or you just may be lazy. And something about it, when you're a go-getter, you don't like being around somebody that's lazy or somebody that doesn't take anything seriously. And a lot of you are that way. Like, you're the first person to tell somebody that something may not work or that is stupid. And people are tired of that. So that's why your phone call don't ring. That's why you don't know when people are going to brunch. That's why you don't know when people are going out of the country. That's why you don't know people's plans until it's executed and it's done. Because you're lazy. You get on the internet and you beg for money instead of going to get a real job. Like, I remember when they made fun of Elvin from the Cosby Show, when they found out that he worked at Trader Joe's. So what was he supposed to do? Keep going on auditions or keep banging his head up against the wall and not making any money as an actor? Or was he supposed to go out and provide for his family? Or should he have went on live and beg Elvin fans for money from the Cosby Show? That's what I'm talking about, laziness. When you're lazy, you find every excuse to not get out of the rut that you're in. It's just something powerful about when you're going through something and you come out on the other side. It's just something about it. It's euphoric. And I think a lot of you need to do that. But you won't. Because you want to blame generational trauma, you want to blame your parents, you want to blame the white man, you want to blame Chick-fil-A, you want to blame American Eagle, you want to blame Dunkin' Donuts, you want to blame ESPN, you want to blame everybody else but yourself. And I'm telling you now, I have no time for excuses. So everybody at the sound of this mic, if you got a lot of excuses, you gonna get that, yo, that's crazy. That's wild. Oh man, That's the most you're gonna get from me if I pick up the phone. That's just the way. I mean, what else? You want somebody you gonna bring people down to your level? Nah, you got to elevate yourself to other people's level. Now it's time for Ayo pause.
Stick together. Pause. Knows he can have it. Pause. You see what I do when I got the rock. Pause.
Let me just put this in real quick.
This is Danny, by the way.
Ayo pause.
Every man shake their ass in the mirror after they get out the shower. Every man, all of us. On the dead homies, everybody. Me.
What dead homies? What man shakes their ass when they get out the shower? If you are in the mirror after you get out the shower twerking as a man, you should slip and fall and not get up. Why are you twerking, sir?
Me personally, I like clapping my shit.
Beg your tip.
The man said he liked to play it again.
Every man shake their ass in the mirror after they get out the shower. Every man, all of us. On the dead homies, everybody. Me personally, I like clapping my shit.
Y'all need to get off the internet. These are men today. First of all, them glasses was thick as fuck. So that's probably still steam from the shower. That's his prescription. Cause damn. And then you got the hat with the strap. Yo, it's just so much shit wrong with this video. Like, man, he literally said he make his shit clap. He makes his shit clap. He makes his shit clap when he gets out the shower. No, you know what I do when I get out the shower? I dry off and I get in the bed. Like, what are we doing here? I just don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. So now we're gonna go to. I can't believe I gotta address this. Singer Ari Lennox said that she's still haunted by things that Martin said about Pam on the Martin show.
That pissed me off about Martin was how much he would go on Pam. Like, I know, like, and this is coming from a girl who I love me a good, like, joking ass movie. And it even when the joking movie is like, damn, like, that was fucked up. Like, you know, I'm not like too woke or something is what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm honestly.
But you're about to say the most wokest shit ever.
I'm problematic. I'm pretty problematic, low key. But my point is that there are some things where I draw the line and it just bother me. Or like, I don't know. It's like Pam was so fucking beautiful and so fine. And I just feel like growing up as a chocolate girl, like, I don't even know if I was able to understand the greatness of Pam.
Everybody understood the greatness of Pam. Junk in the trunk. She was junk in the trunk. If you notice, all the other characters on Martin loved Pam. Jerome, Roscoe, Bob from marketing. All the other characters loved it. It was just Martin, and it was like a brother and sister back and forth banter. But remember the episode when Martin had that dream and Brother Man told him fraud in them? Wait a minute, who's flawed? You know, the great philosopher. He said sometimes our dreams are repressed desires of things we wish we could have. That's what Bruh Man said. It's not that deep, y'all. Y'all turn everything into a think piece. Won't y'all relax? And it wasn't too bad because she came back for the reunion show. And Gina got jokes on her all the time. Applehead, muscle butt, light bright, apple-headed heifer. Martin's mom couldn't stand Gina, but y'all ain't complaining about that. Y'all make a big deal about everything, man. It's so corny. Like I'm so frustrated. Like you can't enjoy anything today because everything is a woke moment. Everything is a deep think piece. Everything is deep sick psyop. It's not. It's comedy. And if you stop projecting your insecurities onto other people, maybe you won't be so miserable 28 years after the Martin show has stopped. Man, like it's so frustrating. Like y'all are tired. Like find something else to be mad about. Damn, it's like it's literally a show. One of the greatest sitcoms of all time. You know, on Thursday it was Martin, then it was Living Single. 8 to 9 o'clock, that was your block. And then after that, it was New York Undercover. Black representation. Isn't that what we all want? You had a whole hour block of black representation of real black people living really black lives, and they were all successful. They wasn't just waking out of the window watching the turtles grow. It wasn't none of that. It wasn't scratching and surviving good times. Martin was a DJ, then went on to be a TV host. Gina was a ad executive, and Pam worked at the same ad agency. Khadijah owned Flavor and hired her cousin. Regina was a buyer at a boutique. Kyle Barker was a trader. Overton was a handyman. What are we doing? Do you want representation or not? But I tell you what Pam had in the 90s, y'all are buying now, and they look horrible, and they stink. Pam's was natural. Y'all booties are abominations. They're either lumpy, they look like basketballs on toothpicks, the thighs are on layaway, you're getting cheek fillers. You're doing everything not to look like Pam now. But 28 years ago, Pam was the problem. Get out my face, man. And now for dumbass of the week, Matt Walsh. This gonna be lightweight. Matt Walsh. Law enforcement is a man's job. There shouldn't be any female officers on patrol, and there certainly shouldn't be any female police chiefs leading entire departments. The feminization of law enforcement is an objective and undeniable negative for society. We all know it. Who is we, Matt? Who is we? Again, these are these pseudo conservatives who are just mouthpieces for the extreme right. That's all Matt Walsh is. He's wrapped up in a nice package. He's not ugly as Charlie Kirk, so he's able to get into different spaces because he doesn't look like a mutant like Charlie Kirk does, but he has the same type of reach and platform. Yeah, we police officers. You tell them that. yeah. Or the fat incels are like, yeah, no, I will never work under a woman. You won't never sleep with one either, because your blood pressure is gravy. Your blood pressure is Krispy Kreme. Matt Walsh, that was the dumbest thing you could have ever said. Do I have my issues with some of the things that go on with the police are, and some of it is women in certain positions? Yeah, But to say that a woman should not be a police officer is crazy. When I almost died after getting hit by a drunk driver, you think I care what gender was the officer that came to help me? You think I care when I was fighting a suspect, when I was fighting a crackhead in Eastway? That was my patrol division. You think I cared the gender of the officer that helped me? You know how many female officers have fought with me in use of forces? Let me tell you something. When you're out there and you're defending and it's life or death, gender is the last thing I care about. But you to say some generalized bullshit like that, Matt Walsh, you are exactly why. And that's funny. Every time somebody used to send me something, Matt Walsh, I used to be like, I just don't know about this guy. It's something about him. Yeah, you got cute doing your little psyops where you would wear wigs and you would ask people what is a woman and all that stuff, and you would get got you moments. Yeah, that was good. But then you started getting extreme. You started believing your own hype. And then when you get big like that, you get a platform like that, you believe that you can say anything because people are gonna lap it up. And I'm here to tell you, you're wrong, Matt. But these are the people that get the platforms. Not Inked, not AJ, not me. You get these other, and you know what? You have certain amount of people, black voices, hello, white voices that back you just enough to keep people off of you. Well, you know, Matt's a good guy. You know, I know him personally. You know, hi. Whatever, man. So, Matt Walsh, congratulations. You were the dumbass of the week. Congratulations. And it wasn't hard. Pause. Damn. I got myself. I'm gonna clip that for AO Pause. I should be AO Pause next week. But everybody, I appreciate y'all coming through. Thank you for joining me for Real Time with Prince Blue. I really appreciate it. And my shorts have been doing better. My videos have been doing well on Instagram. Make sure y'all check me out on here go the platforms right here. Here go the platforms right here. Let me get that off the screen. But thank you everybody for joining me. I appreciate that. These are all the social medias where you can follow me. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow. Thank y'all so much. I'm working on some new things for Real Time with Prince Blue. I'm talking with my creative team. Wink, wink. They know who they are. And we're gonna find a way to make Real Time with Prince Blue better. And I'm gonna do that. And I just want to say this is my last show before I'm out of here. We're going on vacation, me and the family. We're going to enjoy life because that's what you have to do with everything that's going on. The worst thing you could do is let life pass you by. We've lost Malcolm Jamal Warner. We lost Hulk Hogan. We've lost Ozzy Osbourne. We've lost so many. But the one thing I see that they all have in common, no matter race, creed, color, religion, sexuality, orientation, they lived their life. And that's what everybody else should do. Live your life because tomorrow is not promised. And the last thing you want to do is save a whole bunch of money, save a whole bunch of sick days, woulda, coulda, shoulda, did us, and then now you can't do anything. Regret is a terrible thing to have when it comes to enjoying your life. And I'm about to do that. I suggest you all do the same as well. Long as you ain't hurt nobody, enjoy your life. I appreciate y'all. I will see y'all the following week. Not next week because I'll be on vacation with the family, but I will see y'all the week after. Everybody enjoy yourself, be safe, and I will catch y'all mañana. That's tomorrow, but I don't know what's Spanish for Thursday, but I'll see y'all on Thursday.
Come through. Real time. Real time. Real time. Real time. Real time. Real time. Real time.